Hey everyone, it's me, Dean of Travel, and today I'm in Morpeth, a little town on the banks of the Hunter River. Here's the Hunter River, and here I was looking at this building in this car park because you can go for a walk down here. There's a nice path, and I was looking at this and I was like, I wonder what that yard is for, right? And so I was like looking at the map, and I was like just trying to figure out things in Morpeth. And I was looking at that building over there, and I was like, that car park and this spot line up pretty perfectly. And it continues that way. Obviously there's fences blocked off and all that. But looking at this, I was like, that possibly looks like a train station platform. And I found that pretty weird. Like, you can see the stairs coming down. It looks pretty level. It looks like an ye-old train station. And it is. And so, like, this would be an old line all the way down towards East Maitland area. And like looking at the map, you can see what it's like. It says that it's open 24/7, but it's not. But also, little magpie, hello there, just chilling. Say hello. Oh, he flew away. Oh well. Yeah, when I got out, of the car, there was one on that pole just there, and I was like, that's adorable. So yeah. And here's a historical marker for it. Pause it to read it if you want, but yeah, it's a really interesting piece of information right here. And yeah, it's a really historical place. So I'm currently in the Hunter Wetlands National Park, as you can see by the sun behind me. Right here is some mangroves, and if you can see, there's the Hunter River. I'm on the northern side of the Hunter River now, and this whole island is pretty much just like this, right? With some solid ground and a lot of mangroves. But there's a few things that I want to show you on this island. Let's go. As you can see, on this side there's mangroves and on that side mangroves. But if you look there, there's a few things that are really interesting. So let's go. So I am pulling up at the info bay. And I was just zooming. So there is some info about Ass Island in the Wetlands National Park here. And there's a few spots, right? Like, this is the main part that you would come into. But over here, World War I Radar Center. And there's a farmhouse as well, and parks and stuff. That's where I am, by the way, in the center there. So currently I'm on a road called Schoolhouse Road, and I don't think there was a schoolhouse here. But yes, as you can see on that side, a lot of mangroves, and so on this side of the road as well. Unfortunately, there is a bit of rubbish, which is quite unfortunate. But right down here is the schoolmaster's house. Unfortunately, I can't go in because it is locked and it is, and trespassers will be persecuted. But one day I hope to go in there and just show you guys around. So yeah, you can kind of see it through the trees. So this island is a pretty big island for the region, but also an important one because on this island as well, towards Stockton, Newcastle, there's a lot of coal work. So not in the sense of like mining, but it's where all the coal goes to be imported out of Australia. Which is a thing that happens. There's a pathway down that way. I don't know what goes down there. But yeah, on the eastern side of this island, there's a lot of coal ships and it's a coal port, right? And coal is such an important industry for the area. If the coal industry just goes like how some people want it to, then there will be a lot of economic damage here in Australia, especially in Newcastle. Now, whether or not you think we should depend on coal even just a little bit or even not at all, a lot of people will be out of business. A lot of people will be out of work, and it is quite unfortunate. There's a pathway down there for Riverside Park. We might check that later. However, but anyway, yeah, if coal goes overnight, Newcastle will be ruined. Obviously, there is a reason why people don't want coal, and I can't say I disagree, but we got to find another industry that will help support this area, like Newcastle as a whole. But yeah, really nice views, and like this whole island is pretty nice. It's quite peaceful, and a lot of people, even locally, just haven't been here, because it is a bit of a hassle to get into. Like you've got to do a U-turn somewhere, like drive past, or like, oh, there it is. So you got to drive into like Hexham McDonald's if you're coming from Newcastle. And do a U-turn there, but if you're coming from Maitland area, it's quite easy. But like, if you don't see the entryway, it is quite hard to get back around and all that. So it's just annoying. This car is right where I need to turn around. So I wish they opened, to be honest. There's quite a few people here now. So yeah. So we're just here. So yeah, this was it's all concrete. So these ones are linked to two other ones. One on Tomaree Head, near Nelson Bay, and south near Catherine Hill. So yeah, this is why Japan recognised Newcastle. It still works in gold wealth for the whole Hunter Valley. And this was set up in the 1920s. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. In the early hours of June 8th, 1942, Japanese submarine fired at Newcastle. Trying to target the steelworks. Fort Scottsy retaliated, firing 4 rounds. Yeah. If you ever come here, definitely check it out. And also, being mostly repellent is not fun. But yeah, this, like, I can't get it on selfie mode, but it's massive. Like, it's about 2.5 of me. I sort of bought a regard or something. Oh, I'm gonna have a fun night. The mozzies suck. Oh, by the way, one thing that I absolutely hate, especially with historical stuff, all of this sort of graffiti, even 2024, obviously it's locked, but yeah, hopefully you can read that. This is the weather side. The operations conducted here by 131 radio station from 16th of December 1942 until 18th of January 1946. And it was put there in 15th of August 1995, so like a year before I was born. When I was in here, like I wish I could go inside, but it's locked. So yeah, I assume that is like where the guns were. I might have to look out or something, I don't know. I really should have bought our card. But yeah, just look at all this graffiti. Mosquitoes. They suck. You start the side. What is both land and sea, wet and dry, salty and fresh? In Australia. Is that meant to be a joke or just a fun fact? I don't know, but I'm getting hanging about mosquitoes right now. So over here is another one, which I don't think I have I been to that one before. No, I haven't. I assume like if this part was open, like you can park in here. I assume. But yeah, like one day I came in here and I was just driving around. Didn't expect to find this. Am I right, ladies? I kind of want to spend the night in here for my spooky channel, which I haven't really done anything on in a while, but it'll be pretty cool. Well, this is creepy. Are there any spirits here? Ah, what is that? That was my hand hitting this. Good on me, so I could go in and actually look in, right? Like, imagine there's like a spirit that appears on camera. I wouldn't know, because I'm just going to put it in iMovie and then upload it. Definitely been arrogant. I'm not going to lie. Especially in summer and spring, or after it rains. Definitely bring arrogant, because I got bitten several times, including on my bald head. It's not fun. So definitely worth a visit coming to Ash Island. But yeah, that was the main thing. I'm leaving now because the mosquitoes. I definitely need avocado. So sponsor me, please. Especially if I'm gonna go here often. So yeah.